In today's video, we'll be going over my top 5 things that I think Hogwarts Legacy needs to get right in order to be an amazing game. Yo, this is your boy James over at XpectoGO, bringing you guys the latest and greatest in portkey games and Hogwarts Legacy content. And today we're here to go over my top 5 list of things Hogwarts Legacy needs to get right in order to be an amazing game. And this list is pulled from what the game has promised thus far and the world that this game is pulling from, particularly the Wizarding world. So, question for you guys: what are your top 5 things that you think Hogwarts Legacy, portkey games, and WB Avalanche needs to get right in order for this game to be a success, as we all hope it will be? Comment below, let me know. Let's talk some Hogwarts Legacy. Without further ado, let's get right on into my top 5. Starting with number 5, character customizations. Now, this is important because Hogwarts Legacy promises on this website, and I quote, "You'll be able to take control of the action and be at the center of your own adventure in the Wizarding world." And character customizations, in my opinion, enhances that aspect of your own adventure in the Wizarding world, which is something we as Potterheads all have imagined since reading the books and even watching the movies. This is going to be the first step of the immersion aspect of Hogwarts Legacy as soon as you turn on the game. So, cosmetically having a wide variety of hairstyles, body builds, or even accessories, free or to purchase. Glasses for me, particularly, like that would be so cool. Then picking your wand, pets, Hogwarts house, and casual clothes to wear outside the school grounds, maybe while visiting Hogsmeade and getting a butterbeer. All makes the gameplay and experiences more personal and centered around you, the player. Now, portkey games has some titles that seem to nail the customization aspect of a Harry Potter game. Hogwarts Mystery and Magic Awakened magically utilizes these features, allowing the player's experience to be their own. Avalanche already have confirmations on certain customizations in Hogwarts Legacy, particularly the gender roles. That being said, character customization is a huge step into the immersion aspect of Hogwarts Legacy. Next up, number 4, spells and spellcasting. Now, the Wizarding world has iconic characters, locations, even beasts, but in my opinion, just as iconic are the spells. Expecto Patronum, which is obviously the inspiration for our channel name. So Hogwarts Legacy getting this aspect of the Wizarding world right is vital. Now, we see different and various spells cast in the Hogwarts Legacy trailer, but there needs to be more to it. A skill tree for spells is a must to enhance that personalization of the character in Hogwarts Legacy. Now, we know spells kind of fall under certain categories. Those categories being transfiguration, charms, jinxes, hexes, curses, counter spells, and even the not so popular healing spells. Being able to upgrade your spells based on those categories can really enhance the path you've chosen while playing Hogwarts Legacy, whether it's for good or whether it's for evil. The combat experience, that's something I need to cover in a later video, but currently I'm covering a game that utilizes the combat system pretty well, and that's Harry Potter Wizards Unite with the WB and Niantic Influencer Program. And I enjoy it. Honestly. The system the portkey games has implemented is very clutch. You get various skills trees to upgrade, whether it's critical hits, spell powers, dodge, even charms. So, that being the case, Hogwarts Legacy needs to utilize something that works under the Portkey Games banner and enhance it even further, bringing something new maybe. And honestly, I think they will. Moving up to number 3, we have the story. Storytelling is what introduced us into this wizarding world. So Portkey Games, WB Avalanche definitely needs to make sure that this storyline is a worthy addition to an already rich and deep world. I also think that nailing the storyline will help bring in Potterheads who aren't necessarily gamers per se. Now, the official synopsis on the website reads, Experience Hogwarts in the 1800s. Your character is a student who holds the key to an ancient secret that threatens to tear the wizarding world apart. You have received a late acceptance to the Hogwarts School of Witchcraft and Wizardry and soon discover that you are no ordinary student. You possess an unusual ability to perceive and master ancient magic. Let's go. Only you can decide if you will protect this secret for the good of all or yield to the temptation of more sinister magic. I'm hooked. I'm hooked. Like, that's all I need to know. And just reading that synopsis, I'm like, anybody who is a fan of the wizarding world wants to experience that. Gamer, non-gamer alike, this is a world that we don't know that much about also. So there's something refreshingly new to this timeline in the wizarding world. Throw in some twist, maybe some Easter eggs, and I'm sold. Now, Portkey Games have nailed storytelling in their previous games so far. Hogwarts Mystery again and Harry Potter Wizards Unite, both games that I've covered and played. Currently still playing Wizards Unite. They both have different timelines like Hogwarts Legacy, but also have an intriguing synopsis, great dialogue, and characters you honestly care about. So I'll be expecting the same when Hogwarts Legacy drops. Next up, number 2, the open world. So, the open world. This is an aspect of the Harry Potter games that we have never seen before, but have always wanted. The freedom to roam, experience these memorable and iconic locations of the wizarding world in a non-linear way. Now, the games that always come to mind when I think of open world, Skyrim, Assassin's Creed Valhalla, which is what I'm currently playing right now, and Breath of the Wild. Portkey Games and WB Avalanche needs to make Hogwarts Legacy close or as good as those games when it comes to utilizing open world gameplay. Nail the familiar places, or nail the new places as well, allowing them to become iconic within this world. Allow us to put off main story quests and do side quests while spending hours exploring the wizarding world. That's so important to the immersion and overall experience connection that we can develop playing this game. And the number one thing that I think Hogwarts Legacy needs to get right in order for this game to be a success is the Hogwarts Experience. Now, the reason I have this number 1 is because Hogwarts is the most iconic location in the wizarding world. I mean, come on, let's be honest. It's a place we've all been dreaming of visiting, living, and honestly, I wish it was real. It honestly can be considered a character in Harry Potter or in the wizarding world, with a rich and deep history, some mystery and layers, aspects of a character we want in a story. And this game will allow us to revisit and even explore those aspects further, but with some huge expectations. Now, Portkey Games has given themselves, I think, a way out to cut the expectations with the time period being about 100 years prior to the events in the books and movies. So they can change the Hogwarts experience a bit and chalk it up to, hey, that's how it was done a century ago in the Wizarding world. But that being said, the big ones, the big experiences that we've all wanted to experience, the Sorting Hat, the Defense Against the Dark Arts, or even potion classes, the library, even Quidditch, are all on display during the first Hogwarts Legacy trailer. Now, I'm very confident in Portkey Games and WB Avalanche's ability to nail these experiences. Heck, Portkey Games, for example, although a newer division in the WB Games umbrella, has shown the ability to capture the magic of Hogwarts in their previous titles. Hogwarts Mystery, Harry Potter Wizards Unite, Harry Potter Puzzles and Spells, even though they're basically a rehash of the movies. But the newest one also, Harry Potter Magic Awakened. Hogwarts Mystery and Magic Awakened will be, in my opinion, the better games to check out and realize Portkey Games' potential in capturing the Hogwarts experience while bringing relatively something new to that experience. I mean, come on. I cannot wait to decorate my dorm, pick my classes, and earn house points for Hufflepuff. I could go on and just talk about Hogwarts itself and the locations and everything involved with it. But that's the point. Like a good character, a good written character, you find something new every time you revisit that book or movie because of its layers. Hogwarts has so many layers. And hopefully, every time I turn on Hogwarts Legacy, I'll find something new. Just like every time I open a good book or movie. And that is why the Hogwarts Experience is number one on my list. But yo, that's going to be it. That is going to be it in regards to my list of top 5 things Hogwarts Legacy needs to get right in order to be an amazing game. What do you guys think? How do you guys feel about the lists? What would you guys add? Comment below. Let me know. Let's talk some Hogwarts Legacy. But yo, I'm going to get out of here. Thank you guys so much for watching the video and hanging out with your boy. If you enjoyed it, if it was fun, if it was a great conversation piece, drop that like. Also, if you have not done so, be sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you don't miss out on any of the content coming here on the channel in regards to Hogwarts Legacy and Harry Potter Wizards Unite. Also, follow us on various forms of social media, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, and Discord. Links will be in the description below. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Until